Get 2 people with armor, 2 people with grenades, and then Existence. Did he buy for somebody else? He bought a Tech 9 for RPK. So there it is.
We have seen them use this strat in the past as well. RPK, he's the tank, man. You give him a Kevlar, you give him a Tech 9, he's going to walk in and just own people with it.
What we're seeing, there's nobody on this A bomb site except for MBK spotting. What utter madness is this? Titan, if they push now, they get a free bomb plant. And it's going to be really tough for EnVy to go back in here. This is a stack. This is Happy making a call and a read based on past experiences with Titan, and it's dead wrong. Not very often it happens. Existence will go down, and now they're going to push really quick here. Apex to pick off shots. Bomb goes down. This is a big opportunity for Titan. This is one of the really few times that we see Happy reading a situation wrong.
This is Mirage all over again, essentially, but not quite. NBK wins out versus Kenny. So already, man advantage now for EnVy going into this retake. They're slowly closing in on this site. They have 2 guys back here behind quad boxes. This isn't ideal, but Maniac doing the damage. Apex comes in and takes out Smiths. It's down to Kiyoshima, the last man alive, and RPK just calmly clicks him away. Another kill on the board for him, and that is just Apex with the triple kill. So he comes in strong. He's got the confidence after Inferno, and he shows us what he's capable of in the pistol round here on Cash. Just dominant play from Titan, and that's also just, it's also just, Existence getting the perfect read on Happy, because this is also a very favored pistol setup for EnVy on Cash. So
when we talk about domestic matchups, this is exactly the kind of thing we can expect to see, because there's so much metagame, for lack of a better word, going on between these two. There's so much inside information, and probably if you go back and look at Titan demos, you'll see they'll hit the B bomb side very often, and that play would have been perfect from EnVy, but this was a different time. Existence essentially, called the switch and said, let's not do what we usually do. And it worked. NBK, though, gonna hit this shot. And you remember on Mirage how annoying he was with his jumping scout. He's at it again.
Yeah, it's a really nasty spot as well. To just be jumping back there, it's a bit of a hard shot to really pick him off, right? Because you expect somebody to be jumping behind the red container. So NBK changing up that angle. Existence is going to be able to take control of mid. He's got that MP7 in hand as well, so run and gun is going to be in store for us here. And this is looking like it's going to wind up being an A split. The bomb making its way into A main. NBK somehow finds Maniac at the back of Squeak, though. Was that a wallbang shot? Like a straight-up wallbang shot through the wall with that scout?
I'm pretty sure it was, and that's such a big kill, obviously. Smiths will go down. Kenny playing Speedway. He's got a teammate with him, but the whole enemy team is practically at this bomb site, and they're getting shot in the back as well. Kenny opens up, but it's too late. Happy MBK shots to help out in that round. And great stuff going into it.
And that was a wallbang shot.
Yeah.
Just dead center on the wall. He just tracked Maniac down.
Yeah.
That is so sick. And, well, what a turnaround for EnVy. This time around, 3 guys stacked up on that A site just where they need to be.
You really have to admire EnVy's strength for winning these follow-up rounds or these eco rounds where they sort of force up, or even just full-out eco. They're terrifyingly good at doing it. It's really, really, I think they're feared. Any team that plays them knows exactly how this works. The only other team that do it marginally better is Fnatic.
Yeah, right? They're definitely up there. Maniac not going to have any luck on the A side this time around. Things not really going his way, but it's going to be Apex getting boosted up here in mid. Double boost coming out for Titan. They're really looking to control this area as quickly as possible, so Apex just non-stop running straight up. Clear sandbag. Smith's in a bit of a tricky position. Boosted up here, takes out Apex, needs to fall back, and he does. Stays alive. RPK in the meantime, however, has 1 out versus NBK, but Happy holding from CT has that line, that long line that's just going to catch him out in the open. And now we actually have the infiltration team coming in here for Titan, basically. Going through connector, they're looking to split onto B, but there are currently 2 members here for EnVy on that B site. They should be able to stop this push from coming in.
Oh, Shocks practically raining men inside that B bomb site. He's going to be all right anyway. And Kenny lurking in the middle. Would have been such a good position if they could have got the bomb down somewhere, having someone in the mid connector, but Kenny going to get... Well, should have got caught out then. Not sure what Happy was doing. That looked like it was a perfect position. Still very low on health here, and 2 people going to run for him. He gets the first headshot there. Now he can actually get the bomb down. He could run back through the vents if he really wanted to play it tricky. Now, Kiyoshima, how fast is he going to be? Grenade on out. Kenny trying to make the crossover. Not going to get caught then. And the grenade is used. If he'd saved it, he could have killed Kenny right here. Well, smoke goes off. Kenny is playing for time, and Kiyoshima, clicks, and Kenny walks into it. Really, really close there. But nicely done in the end. EnVy going to hold on to it just barely, and that's important. No bomb plant means now Titan... Well, I was going to say they have to eco, but they don't. they're gonna buy anyway.
Nah, they're just gonna keep pressuring. But, and again, this is what Envy do, right? Like Happy, if he realizes it was that close, he's gonna go for the force. Titan, again, same thing. And
well, it's that thing that Sean Gares was talking about. It's just the current metagame. Nobody wants to give up the first 4 or 5 rounds for free. People will fight for them because they know it's worth it.
And they're coming so close in it as well. But Kenny with the individual play, that's what needs to happen here. He needs to be the one stepping up for Titan, and this is going to be NBK holding the line. Great spray down, gets 2 players with some very controlled bursts. Really well done there by him. And so far, the defense holds, although Existence does manage to pick up Smiths. It's going to be a second follow-up kill coming in from Kenny. He gets clicked away by Happy, but still, not too shabby there from Titan, still picking up 2 kills, despite the fact that they invested heavily in that round.
Yeah, pretty important for Titan to keep doing the damage, and it's gonna serve them well later on if they can keep just making Envy rebuy these rifles. You can tell they really don't have a good bank going on right now. And actually, maybe as a result, they just decided to go for one odd SMG out, which is MBK and that MP9. A Titan, though, armor Tech 9 on Kenny, and that's about it.
And Kiyoshima just getting tagged down so early there. Joxy going to try and stop this from going through. Bit of a wasted nades there. The Molotov getting canceled out immediately by that smoke. But look at this aggressive push by Happy. He gets peeked out by 2 players. Barely makes it out of there in one piece. Down to 40 HP. Flash is not going to be effective, but he wins out. NBK there to help with that MP9. Long-range shot from him to keep his teammate alive. That was a crucial kill coming in there by NBK, making sure that there was no advantage to be had there by Titan. They do force out quite a few nades. So that's the one positive thing that Titan have here, and a lot of time left on this clock as well. So a lot of this is going to come down to the rifle work now from Envy. They need to get the headshots. And timing works out just so that he spots out Kenny. He's the man with the Kevlar as well. Smith's just laying down the pain right now. Apex tries to peek out, 3 of them there, and it's going to be Happy to walk in, get 1, get 2, and that's just going to be, well, everybody showing up for Envy. A real party over there in mid.
Great job from Envy. Really nice round, solid round, nobody dying. And they do have 3 Molotovs picked up. Now, something that we see so often, and something I love personally on this map, is the Molotov to the boost spot from the CT side, and then boosting into your own Molotov. We saw them kind of do it on Inferno, where they ran through the Molotov over at the B-bomb site, but it actually kind of originated on this map. So I kind of hope we can see some counter boost going on from Envy, and maybe with some fire on top.
Yeah, that's one of their control strats that they like to go for. And again, look at this. They really do focus on mid so much. Envy just stepping forward, Kiyoshima just pushing up, and they didn't know where to look Titan at that point. He was hiding right on the edge of the smoke. So unfortunately, in this crucial round here for Titan, a big buy round where they really look to have an impact, nothing going their way so far. Not a single point of damage taken by Envy, in fact. So this is big here, although they do have the infiltration coming in.
What is going on?
How does he get all the way into the back line like this?
He walked through checkered and just walked out. RPK, you gotta look both left and right when you're crossing, but Maniac will open up on Kiyoshima. This is a really weird round, because RPK is probably called out to his teammates that, I walked through, there's probably nobody at B yet. And then they might walk in and get killed instantly. RPK gets the kill on MBK, but he can still feed his team false information, essentially. Are they going to realize? They are playing it safely, so they might feel there's someone here. Shox goes down. Now, are they going to realize Smith is back here? No logical reason why he should be. They're still going to check, and that's a good job, but Kenny's alone. 1v2. Gets the first kill there. I think he knows where Smith is. Already scoped up and waiting. He misses the shot, and he's trapped in that corner. Smith's walking up behind the box and trying to take a drop there, and Kenny no scopes. Oh my god, he's going to pick up that kill, and that will be a huge victory for Titan.
All you can do is take a deep breath after that. Kenny. First kill on Happy was pretty standard fare, but this one where Smith just steps out and Kenny just obliterates him. Let's enjoy this again.
Oh my
God. Just sit down, Smith. Just sit down.
It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, so AWP nerf or not, Kenny's still making that work quite well.
Well, that's the thing. That's how Kenny's adapted to the nerf. Now he just does away with the scope. Nah, it's redundant. Who needs it?
He's gone for the JW styles. Why even scope at all?
That's just
all right.
disgusting.
Well, that's huge, but Envy can still buy. So even though Titan did so much damage earlier on, the CT side still forcing it up here, still making sure that they can go for a buy. A scout on MBK and not a lot of grenades, but they're putting it together. And Kenny trying to look for the opening. It's going to be a quick trade as Apex will take down Shox, but they lost Kenny. And MBK no longer being allowed to jump at the back lines here. He's getting Molotov'd out of position. Look at this, still looking good for Envy.
Yeah, very good, actually. He gets that tag onto Existence. That drops him down to 6 HP. RPK doesn't know where he's getting hit from. Happy with that M4A1, making good use of the silencer. Now Existence just trying to change things up. keep them guessing. He's still got 35 seconds on the clock. He could leg it over to the B site. But does he hear Smiths? Do they stop? Who heard the last step there? That's really careful. It doesn't look like Existence realizes somebody is close with the angle that he's holding, and he's going to be able to catch Smiths out, only to, well, take a bullet to the face. Smiths watching that entrance very carefully. So despite their best efforts there, Titan, they're not able to achieve anything in the last round. And, well, now it's Envy actually just being able to breathe a bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, it's got to feel a little bit deflating being on the terror side at this point, because you just had that incredible clutch, and then they keep buying. If they'd been ecoing, Titan would have had so much out of that round. They would have actually taken the round lead if they could have done that. But instead, Envy in a very strong position now, especially because they're playing against an eco round where they can probably clean up without losing anyone.
Yeah, where they can just farm.
Yeah.
Make that money. And there's, I mean, Kenny gets pinned down behind the box. HE gonna go raining in on him, and kaboom, Shoxy takes him out. Happy is there as well with the back flank, and Maniac just gets completely shut down. Oh, Happy taking his time. Yeah, taking his time. There's definitely going to be a little bit of, there's going to be some fireworks there as well, because, Maniac sitting on the edge there pretty close to Envy. Happy maybe looking over at him just like, got my eyes on you, bro.
What's so funny as well is that MBK and Happy are the two people who will sort of, engage in this kind of stuff, whereas Shox is like the archetypal never ever do anything like that. Like, Shox is the kind of person who won't be stabbing people and won't be having fun like that. So it's kind of fun that they're all on the same team.
Now, there's a good healthy mix, right?
Yeah,
so many big personalities on Envy. The same could be said for Titan as well, though they do much better job of just locking things down with Existence, RPK, Maniac, very team-focused, team-centric players.
A cool boost coming up here that we've seen plenty of time. First time I saw this was actually in the North American scene being used by various teams. Can't claim for a fact that it was invented there, but that was the first time certainly I saw it in a competitive match. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was, in fact, because generally the NA teams are pretty damn good at playing cash, like the whole map, to quote Eco for a moment.
Let's see, Molotov to go down into Incendiary. There he is. Existence getting caught out, flashed, and Happy loses his footing, but guess what? He's still able to spray. He goes for another, and he's even gonna clean it up. Happy, just indomitable. 4 kills, just locks down that A site, and that, well, it wasn't a full-out buy from Titan. They did go Kevlar pistol. They are going to be able to buy up in this round, but that was just such a solid display there from Happy, keeping his cool with an M4A1. That's so difficult to do.
Yeah, they killed his minion helper that was helping him boost up, and he just got really angry and took out everybody. 7-2 being the scoreline. NBK opening up and taking down Apex. Not the ideal start in the middle there, but again, Apex, that entry fragger, and if you fail, that pretty much is the result. Maniac trying to play Squeak real quick, and that's something actually we've talked about. Is previously it wouldn't have been Maniac playing that position. It probably would have been Apex or someone else instead. So they tried to switch it up a little bit, Titan. And I know MBK was saying earlier he feels very comfortable playing against Maniac over by Squeak. He feels like he can win that battle almost all the time.
So far, I mean, he's even gone so far as to wallbang him down with the scouts. I mean, he's come out ahead several times in that duel. Maniac did peek and get good information. He saw where the two guys were set up on that A site. And Smith's not going to get anything done with his lurk in mid. Potential shot there. Kiyoshima is going to be able to nade down Existence. RPK takes out Shoxy, and this has just turned into an all-out brawl. 45 seconds left, and they're trying to cross onto that B site, holding from on high, however. They do have the position, and Kiyoshima is going to be able to take out Kenny, who peeks forward. RPK gets dropped by NBK. Not a tongue twister there. And that is going to be just Titan not managing to get anything done yet again, and it's actually the timeout. The pause has been called in here for Titan. They realize that they're falling behind in this half, and yes, they could go for an eco round this time around. They could stick to pistols, but I imagine they're just going to go for just some kind of like quasi-buy again.
Yeah, I'm wondering exactly how do you pull out a round here where you feel really comfortable taking it? I'm sort of trying to think in my own mind what a good play would be right now. They haven't tried to. There's a really sort of a characteristic player where you end up doing a double smoke in the middle of middle, so you actually like in the center of middle, and then you go for a really quick push in through vents, and you push the main entrance to B as well. So you kind of collapse on checkered. And because Envy do kind of like playing pretty aggressively in that area, maybe you could sandwich 1 or 2 people there. Get the kill, get to the B bomb site. Because the other stable play for Titan on this map is one where they throw a whole bunch of set smokes on A that try and block off highway or speedway, and then and obviously truck as well. So that whole entrance, the whole sort of main angle into main, they try and smoke that off, and they try and clear out the bomb site. But I feel like the people playing A for Envy are so good at playing around smokes that if you put all those smokes up, they could end up working against you in a really weird way.
Do you really want to give Happy more smoke to work with?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just going to be like, great, now there's my playground. Now what can I do with this?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, the questions right now, I mean, we can see it's just very clear discussion happening, and Maniac doing a lot of the talking, it sounds like, over there as well. Apex and Maniac having a bit of a back and forth. Maniac has been helping, once again, he has been helping Existence with the mid-round calls, gives a lot of input, apparently. Existence, sets the groundwork, and then Maniac, Apex, they're the ones who are kind of trying to guide the team based off of the information that they gather throughout the round from there on out. Because Maniac, playing that lurker role, Apex with that entry fragger role, all that information needs to be fed back in. And then the play made from there. Kenny just keeping very silent right now, and he just looks so focused.
He's just waiting for instructions. He's just waiting. Tell me who to kill, and I'll do it.
Man, he's looking dejected though, man. Like that was like the weakest high five there ever. He just like throws his hand out there, not even trying.
At least, was it an actual high five, or was it like a flusher type high five? Was it?
No, he was just like slapped at Apex's hand. He was like, nah, yeah, okay, whatever, Apex. Like, yeah, there you go. I don't know.
All right, well,
see a bit more life here.
We'll see. Kiyoshima really quickly into the vents here, so if they try to go for that push, probably would have run into Kiyoshima and it could have got a little bit weird. In the meantime, Titan are playing this one very slowly, and obviously with pistols anyway, not really a lot that they could do, but it'd be fun if they could get a bomb plant out of this round and do some damage. Like a round like this, Titan love to get 3 kills. Because Envy do have a decent bank going on, but not an overwhelming one.
Yeah, it hasn't gone out of control yet, you're right. I mean, really, it's only maybe 2 buys, like 1 buy solid. The next one might be a force, basically, for Envy right now, where they stand with the money. So Titan, they do have a good opportunity here to make them spend some bank. And it looks like they're going to gather up once again for just this massive boost, a double boost over. Apex is setting up with Molotov, it seems. Is that the Molotov? No, that's just the smoke. Never mind, he smokes off connector.
Yeah, double boost over, flashbang to pop it, but Shock's just taking time to set up the counter flash. He does actually get flashed again, and he's going to get overrun. But MBK is there for the quick trade, and RPK will drop Happy. MBK getting caught as well. It's a really good scenario here for Titan. And with the bomb plant as well, this could be huge. If they win this round, they've done so much more than we could have expected of them.
Perfect timing for the flash as well. That slows that retake down. They're able to get the bomb plant down in a bit of a tricky position, but now it comes down to Kenny. Can he clutch it here for his team? Keep your eyes riveted. Don't blink. It's going to be fast. But he misses the shot, and Kiyoshima walks around that corner and takes his face off. Kenny clearly frustrated.
And it's super upsetting that they, I don't even want to say misplay, but that they don't get that 2v2 at the end. There's a lot going into it, so it's not necessarily all their fault, but a little bit upsetting it doesn't work out for them. Still, a very, very good eco round. That's exactly what they needed. 3 kills and a bomb plant. So much money now. If they win this round, they might be putting Envy in a weird situation. Again, the target goal here for Titan is around 5 rounds. If they get 5 rounds or more, they can still make 9-6. Then we're golden.
We're into it, really. With Kiyoshima playing so risky as well. Actively taking the peek versus a guy you know has an op. That's just madness. Kenny?
Yeah.
No, that was wild. That was such a close round. But again, Envy going for their control mid play, pushing 2 guys up, and there you go. Counter boost. They're going to boost right into each other as well. Who's going to win this duel? Kenny spots it out in time. There's the punish from Shoxy. He's not going to get it, though. Apex, who was watching Kenny's back, gets the headshot. Crucial kill coming in there for Titan.
Yeah, big risk from Shox in that position. Once he's spotted, he's going to have to basically count on the fact that there's no one else helping Kenny on the other side, and there was 2 people, so big risk. MBK still playing this game with Maniac over by the squeak door. And about 40 seconds left. Bomb still in middle.
No, MBK kind of fluffs the shot there. Not going to get it. Flashed white as well. Now he's not going to see anything. They're going to start pushing out onto the site. That's Maniac, but he's kept 3 guys locked down on this site. Smith's only just now spotting people in B halls. He needs to stay alive, and he gets the kill into RPK. MBK takes out the lurker Maniac, but the rotation has to come in hard now. Not sure if Smith spotted that bomb. I think he did, because now everybody from Envy rotating hard to this B site.
And look at the bomb plant in the corner here. This is a plant for Checkered, and in fact, no one's holding Checkered right now for Titan, so I am very seriously questioning this play here from Titan. I think this this should have been a different type of plant. But we'll see if it's going to work out. 3v3 retake coming up here from Envy. If they take it, they might just end up winning this map here. NBK, 2 great kills coming through now. Apex all alone. He goes down to Happy. So triple in total for NBK, and Happy still at it.
Oh, man.
Shooting the corpses. This bomb plant is meant specifically to have people in checkered, and they had one guy, as you can tell, right out at the Toxic and B-holes. You can plant for that position too, and they had the time for it. So yeah, exactly. They could have exactly like been drawn here. They could have planted a little bit closer, and it would have worked out just fine. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, what we're sure of is at least that bomb plant allows them to have some options going into this round. Bonus money, Titan having lost so many rounds in a row as well. They get a healthy buy-in, but they weren't expecting to. Happy was just not going to mess around with Maniac shenanigans this time around. He wasn't going to let him open the close the door. But that was sick. And I know what you're owing about. Go ahead, hit us.
All right, yeah. So I was theory crafting earlier outside because in 1.6, jumping into an angle was actually a real thing. Whereas in Global Offensive, it's something I tried right when the game came out and I couldn't make it work, so I just gave up. Nice shot from Apex right through the door to take out MBK. But in 1.6, it was definitely possible to basically peek an angle instead of crouching into it, jumping just like Kenny did. So I'm kind of curious, and I was asking outside if it was possible or not. Well, I guess maybe there's the answer. Smith to take down Kenny, though, still looking very good for Envy. They're playing a solid game right now.
That's what we were wondering about. You know, if anybody's capable of resurrecting these old kinds of styles, I mean, you got the God Opera right there. He's not going to win out versus Smith, however, gets flashed, and Smith's getting caught out in the open. He's still staying alive, and Envy have somehow turned this back their way. Existence, however, up on Forklift is going to be able to take out Smith up close, and he's got the Molotov as well to force that man out into the open who's holding behind the site. He's currently getting flanked, however, has no idea that Shox is about to come walking through A main, and Existence takes that fight, drops down, gets the kill, but Kyoshima was there to save the day and get that final kill and lock down the round. Incredible that he actually wins out versus Shoxy, though.
Yeah, and now they gotta win now. There's nothing more else to say. They have to win the last 2 rounds and make it 11-4. And I think the pressure is starting to mount for Titan here.
No doubt about it. This is it. Their backs are very firmly against the wall, pressed. They got both shoulder blades just stuck to it. They need to fight their way out of here. And Apex tries to take the peak battle in B-Halls. He's going to lose out versus Smith. Flash there for Smith to try and back out. Now Titan, they aren't quite sure. Did he back? Did he not? There's the there's the Molotov and the flash as well. RPK going to get gunned down by Shoxy, who was waiting in vents. Shoxy just going to go ahead and push out once the smoke goes up, and Smiths is there to hold that angle. Kenny just running right into the bullet. Nothing working for Titan at all. They're just getting picked apart one after another. Maniac decides to take matters into his own hands, and he gets a double kill. But it's still a 1v3 situation with Envy very firmly sitting on that bomb. They're never going to let him get close to it.
And it's kind of interesting, the one round where, well, maybe not the only round, but one of the rounds where Maniac really goes big. Well, apart from the fact that it's too late because his whole team is dead, that's not really his fault. It's the round where he's not playing Squeak anymore. I'm sort of wondering if that Squeak position is really is the best place to use him. Regardless, Envy are just showing us a complete display of power. And one of the reasons why they are the clear favorites to win this tournament. They're such a strong team. Shox to pick off Maniac there, no issue at all. 12-2. Complete dominance.
What were we saying, right? You know, it's just that they're looking for the hat trick here. That's what Envy are all about. They've won the last 2 events that they've attended. They had a week off during Copenhagen Games. They did not go to that event. That was VP that won that one. But here we go, and they're just looking so dominant on this map. 3rd map as well, 15th round, and it's 12-2 for Envy. They could very well make it 13-2. This is a bit of a quasi-buy coming out from Titan. 4 rifles, decent nades. Now they have to land the shots, and Apex spots the man out on short. Shoxy taking some decent damage there.
But there's a guy behind them. Kyoshima doesn't get the kill. What on earth? And it's going to be instead Existence to take him out. Maniac falls to NBK, who's currently chop fragging. He's going to die to Kenny. Shox now crouching and crab walking right at the edge of the smoke to take down the leader on Titan. And it's return. It's back and forth, and Apex falls off the roof as he dies. 13-2. Huge victory for Envy on this first half.
Yeah, that's just absolutely dominant, and that is not what Titan needed either when they're trying to pump themselves up coming out of that play on Inferno where everything went their way. In the halftime, they're just trying to maintain that razor's edge, that focus going into this 3rd map, and then they just get dissected. They just get picked apart completely. How do you get back into the game mentally when you literally have 2 rounds going into the 2nd half? Granted, you're on CT side, but Hey, it's just this is just going to be, you know, in this kind of scenario, Happy is just grinning because he's like, okay, we can just take every risk in the world. We have such a huge cushion. Something's going to work. Something's going to crack eventually. It's only a matter of time before we grind you out.
Yeah, we've got so many bullets in the chamber, and only a few of them really have to hit. So it's interesting. Kenny just needs the quick one tap. If he doesn't get it, though, they're going to be in a lot of trouble here. RPK is there as well. They're not checking the corner. Shox will get the kill. Maniac. Oh, no. What a disaster. Of all the ways this pistol round could have worked out, it's probably the worst outcome possible for Titan. It's a flawless round for Envy, and there's almost no coming back from that.
No, I think that's pretty much that nail coffin, right? You know, 6 feet under, all of those analogies, like everything applies here.
Oh man,
I don't think that. I mean, they just got dropped in, like, you know, it's just like a solid steel coffin that's been welded shut and it's been cement poured on it. Titan, how do you get out of it?
I don't know. I was mentally getting ready for them winning the pistol and sort of, you know,
that was a stack as well.
Yeah, it's like we could see some cool stuff here, but I don't know. That B rush, when you have USPS, it's so difficult.
So weird as well. RPK, every shot missed. I mean, nearly every shot was missed there. They just could not get a kill. It's like Envy were just dodging bullets. The names are Boris. RPK, though, this time around, good track. Takes out Shoxy, but then Smith actually burns Existence alive, who's totally blind, never saw it coming.
Happy hiding inside the smoke, hearing them. Walk right past, gonna jump up. This is a very creepy play. He runs out of bullets, though. So, really great plan and horrible execution. Both really do matter in the end. Apex and Kenny are left, and it's a 2v3. But still not a lot that they can do here. Smith's is exactly 1 bullet left here. And he just wants to find someone. 6 bullets now.
Yeah, there's the step out by Kenny. Nicely done. So they're making it expensive here for Envy. Kiyoshima, however, is going to step up and take out Kenny. That's with the MAC-10 as well. So, okay, expensive somewhat. He's still got 2 kills with that MAC-10. So good SMG money right there. Happy having a bit of an awkward moment. I mean, he just tracked Kenny. Like, you could clearly tell just behind all the way.
Maybe someone, you know, set the pistol into wrong or something on.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. Look at this buy. NBK has no shame.
Wow, is it going to be another ace?
This is real right now.
This is the M249, yeah. So not quite a Negev. We've already seen the Negev BK ace earlier in the tournament. Now he wants to do a little bit more. Oh no!
Oh my God.
It has begun. He takes out Existence with a headshot spraying, and Maniac goes down to Shox. So at least there's no ace. But yeah, again, this is a personal matchup. Some history between these two teams as Kenny picks off 2 players. CZ 75 in hand.
Oh, does he do the wallbang? No, that would be just like the complete next level ultimate play. Oh. There we go. RPK steps around with the MP9, too fleet-footed. Yeah,
the plastic toy gun is apparently better than the heavy artillery going on. Actually, it's weird. I think in military terms, that M249 is actually called a light machine gun because, you know, military just have more hardware, I suppose.
It only weighs like 60 pounds or something. Like, light.
Smiths and Happy, 2v2 right now, and it's looking dark for Titan right now. We got so excited on Inferno because they were playing so well, but they're getting shut down right now.
RPK, yeah, they hear him running. They hear him running.
Wow. Triple kill for Happy at the end. 16-2, absolute victory.